Back-to-back peak weeks. What's up, guys? Episode 2 here. Today we train shoulders in our prep for summer shredding. And man, blessed, humbled, everything in between. It was a good day. Really got to destroy some shoulders. Tore up our front, medial, rear delt. It was fun. You gotta have fun. That's the biggest, first, foremost thing. But thanks for hopping on. If anyone sees this, thanks for watching. If you like it, give it a like. If you want to track along with me as we go through this saga, this quest, then subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And hey, bros supporting the bros. All right, fitness culture. But yeah, trained shoulders today. Really got after it. Then got busy with the clinic. And I'm in the hospital the next 2 days. So usually when I do that, I try to work noon to midnight, which that does suck, but that helps me prioritize like seeing my family in the morning, my 2 daughters, and then still gives me some time to really crank out a hard gym session. Luckily tomorrow is Thursday. That's typically my rest day. So I'm just gonna kick it with my daughters and my wife and just hang out, breakfast, make sure all my meals are packed for the day, etc. And yeah, to go work, get to it. And I like to do that just because, it just helps you stay at the modern times medical practice, and starting a IV clinic in a somewhat small town in the Panhandle. It's take them as they come. Got to still keep that secondary income until your primary can fully absorb it. That's just words of wisdom right there. And but yeah, still just dialing in. Got check-ins with my coach in the morning. Weight's doing pretty good. I'm sitting around 203, fluctuating anywhere from 204. Have not dropped under 203 yet. And I'm only doing cardio. I got 30 minutes 3 times a week right now, just building that base. Probably from the way we've been talking, probably going to push my macros these next 6 weeks, try to build up as best we can before we start pulling down and getting into a deficit and peeling away some of this fat. And it's just excited, ready to try and continue to pack on as much lean tissue as we can over these next couple weeks, and then maintain as we try to pull it down. That's why these weeks are so important. Building our base of cardio, pushing our macros, so that when we get to show day, all right, we're not just struggling. We lost a bunch of tissue because we were trying to lose the fat at the same time and had to increase a bunch of cardio. We had to pull my carbs down to like 80 a day. I'm sure I'm going to have that where I am that low, fingers crossed. Hopefully not. Hopefully we did enough work on the back end where we can kind of stay out of that. But we just won't know until we get there. So we'll see. And we are heavily considering a second show. So obviously summer shredding is the 12th and 13th of July. We've considered the Dexter Jackson Classic the weekend following on July 20th in Jacksonville. God, that's just so much traveling. We'll leave Wednesday. We'll get to Houston Wednesday before the show. We'll be there, probably leave that Sunday, come back, be home for a couple days, go to Jacksonville probably that Wednesday so we can get situated, acclimate, try not to absorb a bunch of water, stuff like that, which it's only a 4-hour ride. But still, you want to get into that homeostasis where you can somewhat manage any kind of mishaps that you might have in that short time span, because you want to peak just right. So back-to-back peak weeks could be really tough. So we'll see. Me and my coach are going to sit down, talk about it a little bit more. There is a local show mid-August, I think early August, maybe second week, end of August, here locally, which now that's just the battle of how long do we want to stay in prep mode before we flip the switch and get into off season and packing on tissue. And depending on how we place this year will completely depend on how we want to line up our shows and our timing of shows next year. So we're going to talk about it, see how we pull down, how we look, how we think we're going to stack up against similar competition. And shoot, we'll see. I would not be opposed to staying local, just because that's less money you have to spend on the traveling, on the Airbnb, on the tans, which luckily the Dexter Jackson show, if we did that one, they include it. Woo! So I don't know, we'll see. Me and my coach, we're just gonna fill it out, go from there, you know. And just super thankful. I can't say I have a motto for this prep, just because I don't really know what to expect. I know it's going to be hard and challenging, especially working in the ER, nurse practitioner school, running my business, being a present, accountable father and a husband, an uncle, a brother, you know, all those things, and keeping my family with me and in check and bringing them along in this process with me. Yeah, you know, we all have stressors, so it's just managing it right. I got my coach. He's a great friend of mine. You know, we've known each other for a while. And just open lines of communication. I think there's actually a few other individuals from my immediate area that are interested in doing that same summer shredding show, which is pretty freaking awesome, because that way we can all kind of lean on each other and absorb each other's knowledge and compare and talk. So that's huge. But so we're just going to take it day by day and win the day each day the best we can. And, you know, just super excited. With that being said, today, like I said, we got shoulders. I really got to it, cranked it out, and got a couple clips for you guys. Thanks for poking your head in, watching some of my video, checking out my content. And if you like it, check me out on Instagram, Sloaney_K.